Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to COASTER-net Update. We've got some breaking news out of Queensbury, New York, where Great Escape, we just learned, there's a shipping notification that was sent out that says that B&M might be shipping Great Escape something. And we know B&M pretty much only does coasters, right? They don't do a whole lot of other stuff. Jeff, you're up in that area. Tell us a little bit about Great Escape and what limitations they might have.
So Great Escape is probably the most different out of all the Six Flags parks. It's really geared towards the family. It has a kind of like indoor water park resort attached to it. It doesn't look like Six Flags throughout most of the
No.
park. It's got a lot of walkthrough attractions and like
Yeah.
stuff that are great for kids. It's where I went on my first looping roller coaster, the Steam and Demon.
Oh,
So
good Lord. God bless you.
if you're
And you
if you
still
got a
want to ride
strong
after.
yeah, if you got a strong neck, you can get on that
It
while
was
you're
funny. I went on that ride and like nobody was in line and there's a whole bunch of kids on it and they're like, "Who wants to go again?" I'm like, "No. No, I got other stuff to do, buddy."
But they do have kind of neighbor issues. I know we've talked about neighbor issues from other parks before. So if you make a tall ride that goes above the tree line, has lights on it, like is loud, anything like people might scream. I don't know. It's got to be in the front of the park, basically by Steam and Demon, and like the parking lot. Anything that's kind of like down and back, it has to be below the tree line, or else, yeah, people freak out. It would have to be something, you know, I would say below 60, 70 feet. If it was a roller coaster, like without lights on it, that would be
Yeah.
fine. But it couldn't be like I wouldn't imagine that like a very tall roller coaster with a drop and a loud lift hill would work in the back of the park.
Yeah, and B&Ms really aren't known for being quiet. I don't know about the new family B&Ms because they do put sand in them sometimes to really
Yeah.
soften the blow, but classic B&M was not really known for being, the quiet coasters.
Yeah.
So obviously I think we're going right to a family coaster of some sort. We've seen that be the ticket of the day for B&M recently with Phoenix Rising down in Tampa, Big Bad Wolf's return at Williamsburg, and even was it Penguin Trek at Orlando?
Yeah.
And you went on some of those, right? I haven't
Yeah,
been
I've
on.
not been to Williamsburg yet. I do have that planned out this summer, but I did go to Florida over the winter, so I did ride Rising, and we got on Penguin Trek as well. I went with kind of a group, and there was definitely mixed reactions in our group. Some people like the Penguin Trek one a little bit better. Um, I I think Penguin Trek is no Phoenix Rising personally, but like neither of them are are really good enough to like get excited about.
Yeah,
Uh, when I look at Big Bad Wolf's point of view, that one does look a little bit more interesting. I did think that the Phoenix Rising coaster was good uh, for what it was, and that
yeah.
it moved around well. Like if you compared it to like a Vekoma family coaster or something like that, like I do prefer it to that by like a country mile. Penguin Trek, I don't know, like
Like what's B&M doing here?
yeah, it was kind of I didn't understand. Like some of the people got off of that one and thought it was better than Phoenix Rising. I did ride Phoenix Rising with an actual golden ticket holder, and he did not seem impressed.
Wait, did you write these with Alex Baker by any chance?
Yeah, he was there too.
That's
You know what? I got a great picture of Alex in a pink t-shirt dancing with like somebody in a parade. Maybe we can use that for something.
that's
Maybe
funny.
you'll put it on the
That's
screen right
well, I don't know. We'll see.
now.
That's a lot of editing. So yeah, so I'm thinking like one of those two because Phoenix Rising, I don't know how tall is that, right? I should have looked this up before I got here today. Like
It's not, how about this? It's not that tall.
it's not that tall.
No.
And
I would guess like 40 feet maybe.
that's
And that's just because the track is over where the ride vehicle is.
It says 80 feet tall.
Really? That's
Yeah.
shocking.
So, so maybe that's even too tall for the tree line. Well, depending on where you put it in the park. But that launching coaster, Penguin Trek,
That would keep
um,
you wherever you need to be because that's the whole advantage of a launch coaster is you don't have to build a lift hill, you don't have to have height to gain the energy.
the
Uh,
highest part of Penguin Trek, I believe, is 65 feet tall,
yeah,
according to the website that shall not be named.
right.
Um, so that's so either one of those. I'm not expecting a huge thing here unless we're going down a whole different road for Great Escape, but I just don't see that happening, right? There's no possibility of that.
No, I mean the only like I maybe we'll give it an outside chance of being a surf coaster, because
Mhm.
they do try to buy thrill attractions here and there, and they did just do Bobcat to replace their bobsled coaster.
They did.
So maybe they are tagging this as a thrill attraction, but I gotta assume that it would be the smallest version of a thrill attraction that B&M would make, if that's what this is.
And Bobcat has been heralded as a pretty fine roller coaster too. So a good little addition. So Bobcat or Pipeline's actually 110 feet tall
Yeah.
because of those big loops and the big
Yeah,
three.
but if it's a launch coaster and that doesn't go upside down, it
Yeah.
doesn't need that much height. It just needs
No,
space.
maybe a Six Flags Great America version of Pipeline. Because they like to do all their B&Ms real short and all their rides real short.
Yeah, you
So
have to put it in a
um so hopefully we see so we've seen the shipping notifications out there. I three different people emailed me today sending me this stuff, so people are excited about it. Because it wasn't one of those things that was kind of on our radar. The over Texas Giga dive has been on our radar for a while. Haven't really talked about that one. Dollywood's obviously on our radar now. But Great Escape here coming out of nowhere, basically, right? Two coasters in a few years here.
Yeah, well, I mean, since we've got a combined chain now, I'm kind of expecting that there's going to be at least 2 to 3 big, like big investments, whether they're coasters or not, and then like another four or so like interesting moderate kind of investments, and this kind of
Mhm.
fits in that category to me.
Yeah, because right now we just have the only stuff we know is over Texas and now Great Escape, and that's all we know for Cedar Fair next year, right? Is there anything else on the docket?
Well, Great Adventure is supposed to announce something, but it has not been revealed yet. Although I feel like everybody knows what it is.
Do we?
I think I do.
I think you do. Okay. So, well, maybe we'll do another show on that then. Because I'd like to know. I have not been in the loop on some stuff.
Mhm.
Great Adventure is one of those places after King to Ka fell down, I just didn't care anymore. So, did it fall down yet, though? Or is it still up?
What are you crazy? They blew it. We did a show like months and
Did
months in
we?
February.
We
Yeah.
did? It finally
We
fell
blew
down?
it.
Okay. That's what I tell you. I'm out of the loop sometimes. Okay. As always, I am Andrew Barczyk from Chicago, Illinois.
Just coming out of hibernation. And I am Jeff Goodman from Long Island, New York.
Right out, right for it. It was a long winter. We still haven't finished the thrilling 32 yet.